In South Africa, there are many inspirational men and women, and here on Movers and Shakers, you'll have the opportunity to get inside their heads. My name is Vusi Zion, and I'm on a quest to understand the path to success through the life stories of Mzansi's real visionaries.
Everything that they sort of touch turns to gold.
I think Run is a ruthless operational gangster.
In this place, we deliver brilliance or nothing.
Believe that what you start off is most definitely not going to be what you end up doing.
Today I'm telling the story of Gil Oved and Ran Neuner, co-owners of SA's biggest activations agency with an annual turnover of approximately 500 million rand, 500 permanent employees, and arguably 50% of the in-store promotions market in the country. Not bad for a company that started out with no capital base, no knowledge of promotions, and not a single client 11 years ago. So how were they able to become real-world alchemists with the mythical ability to turn nothing into gold?
I think when we started this thing, it was supposed to be a small business that we were going to run amongst other ventures. And I think at some point the thing became a monster. But having said that, I think we are disappointed that we're not further than where we are today, because we realize the mistakes that we've made. We know where we went wrong along the way, and we should be and could be a lot further than we are today.
It's an interesting scenario because you sometimes look back and say, well, good going, you know, very quick tap on the back. It lasts about 2 seconds and then we're looking forward.
Back on the horse again. Gil and Run's company is in the business of brand activation. This can be described as the marketing process of bringing a brand to life through creating opportunities for customers to experience the brand. You can't help but marvel at the success that Gil and Run enjoy today, but it wasn't always like this. Once, not so long ago, they had hit rock bottom amongst the wreckage of a failed idea.
So we had just finished a bad run and a business that had failed, and we were broken. It was a very dark time in my life. I was questioning everything. We had lost a lot of money. We had lost a lot of confidence, and we were facing the reality that we don't actually know what we want to do with our lives, and should we go into corporate finally? Have we thrown in the towel?
Going back to live in my parents' house, going back to the bedroom that you grew up in, it's tough. It's tough. You've been out, you've been independent, you've lost everything. The thing that you've lost most is your confidence. You look around you, people are making it. You're the only guy who doesn't have a job. You're the only guy who doesn't have a future.
The thing that came out the most is that we didn't quite know what we wanted to do, but knew that we wanted to be entrepreneurial and knew that we wanted to be in partnership.
And I think it's the ability to make it through. And again, I bring it back to the partnership. Gil and I were partners. Every time I wanted to throw in the towel, he said, hang in there, 1 more month, buddy. And every time he wanted to throw in the towel, I said, come on, hang in there. And eventually we made it.
And now you've basically cornered 50% of the market. That wasn't luck.
I'd attribute a lot of it to luck, yes, definitely a lot of it was luck. But I think it's also we had great values. The two of us shared equal values. Values of brilliance, values of championship values. It's never giving up. It's the ultimate in tenacity. It is always delivering brilliance or not delivering anything at all. And that's how we built the business, and that's how we surrounded ourselves with people around us, and we drove that culture. In this place, we deliver brilliance or nothing.
How do you think those who are considering going into business should view your story?
There's no big surprise. There's no secret to success. There's no big idea that we invented all of a sudden. The truth is that most entrepreneurial stories are about basics. Passion, authenticity, integrity, extreme tenacity. There's a word in Hebrew, chutzpah. We have a lot of it. It's the kind of chutzpah that it makes you call a CEO of a company and say, listen, I want your business, and you're a 3-man show in Hillbrow sitting phoning.
That's how we started our business. That is how we started our business. Yeah. I think being an entrepreneur is hard. So I think most people look at the success and go, gee, I want to be an entrepreneur and I want to make money. Being an entrepreneur is hard. Every day is hard. And the guys that make it are the guys that are tenacious.
There is something very unusual about this pair, and we'll find out what that is after the break. Gil and Run are doing something that very few people have managed to pull off. They are joint CEOs of their company, the Creative Council, and it's something that actually contributes to their success.
They've been together since the business started, and the way they do things, they work together as a team. They have grown together, they understand each other. That's why it grows so much.
I would say Run is a more business ethics in terms of how the business should be run, financials and all that stuff. And Gil is on the people side of the business, where he sees people as, more people-driven.
Gil and I have been mates since school, and we've had businesses since school days. And in the businesses, we had different shareholdings and different ideas. And we realized one thing along the way, that as long as we're equally aligned, then whatever we do is in the best interest of both of us.
In terms of the joint CEOship, I mean, it's really like any other relationship. We also have a child together. The Creative Council is our baby. And through thick and thin, we stay together because we want the baby to grow and mature in a loving family. So we've got a very fiery relationship. We're very, very different individuals, and yet our vision for our child is always aligned.
I was with them when they first started in Parktown, so to watch them grow an empire in such a short amount of time, and to see the dedication and the passion, everything that they sort of touch turns to gold, which is quite amazing to see.
They are incredibly determined to do something different, and they are incredibly driven to make sure we are constantly creating new and innovative ways and marketing ideas for all of our clients. And I think that they're hell-bent on making sure that happens.
Initially, you work for money. That's what every entrepreneur says. Hey, I want to be rich and I want to make the millions, and that's why they go into business. When you actually start to make the money, you realize that it's about loving what you do. And to be honest, very little about the money that we make.
If I have to pick one virtue, it's passion-fueled optimism. You have to have passion for what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. You'll find a way to make it a success, because you'll be working hard and not realizing that you're doing it. That's the passion part. Optimism, because entrepreneurs don't see all the barriers. They actually theoretically dumb down the situation. So passion-fueled optimism is the single virtue when everything else fails, and when everyone says to you, don't do it, and here are the reasons why, you say, you know what, I'll make it happen.
So what are the ingredients needed to emulate the success of Gil and Run? In my mind, certain things are non-negotiable. Passion, chutzpah, a never-say-die attitude, the pursuit of excellence, never taking no for an answer, self-belief. I could go on. But one thing is certain. I'm sure that you'll find many of the same traits in all the great entrepreneurial case studies around the world. I'm positive that their business will continue to go from strength to strength over the coming years. For South Africa needs men like Gil and Run, the movers and shakers in one of the most exciting places in the world, right here in Mzansi.